Royals, what's going on? It's Q the Queen back with another one. I wanted to come by and talk a little bit about because I get questions asked about, you know, been seeing a lot of Lebrons lately. You don't seem like you're buying other stuff, or the question more so is, you don't buy J's no more. I laugh because it's just it's funny. It's funny because the moment people see consistent visibility of something other than what they're familiar with, they automatically think that, you're going in a completely different direction. So I wanted to come in and talk a little bit about that. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're liking the content, hit that like button. And if you have any thoughts, comments, concerns, any feedback, hit that comment section. Because me and my Royals, we talks about it. All right. I got some obstructions over here, man. I need to get organized a little bit. But funny, randomly, I have some of my older projects here. For those of you who have followed me long enough and know that I did drop an EP earlier this year, and wondering, have I always been doing music? Yeah, kind of, sort of. So it's a little something. This is 2 out of the 3 that I've done solo. I've had projects that were with a duo. I had projects with a group. So I would have to get those projects and maybe kind of share them with you at some point. But anyway, because when I was originally doing music, wasn't no digital streams and all that stuff. So I would have to figure out how to get all of that stuff on digital. But anyway, yeah. So the conversation about, do I buy any other brands, particularly J's? That's literally what people ask me. Dang, you don't buy J's no more? First off, yes, I do buy J's. I do buy other brands as well. I haven't gotten into like the New Balance granddaddy models, like what seems to be the trend right now. I haven't gotten into them. I do like some of the colorways of the 9060, but you may not really see me dip my toe into that too much going into next year, into that particular brand. The classic 574 model is the model that of New Balances that I used to wear, for those wondering. That was a trendy pair in the early 2000s, and that's what pretty much everybody around me wore. That was the trendy model if you were wearing New Balances at the time. Yeah, so there was a period in time where I did wear New Balances. I definitely don't have the same appreciation for them today that I did back then. These I don't know if newer models or retro models or whatever these are, because I'm not that well versed in New Balance. They're just a little on the bulky side, a little bit more on the granddaddy side. And I know that's the point, right? They're the granddaddy sneaks, right? So, but they're not doing it for me. So, yeah, know me. I wear what I enjoy, what I actually like. So, that's probably not something y'all gonna see too much change from me as it pertains to the models. But, of course, I buy J's still. Like, what? I mean, it's a couple things coming up that I'm actually excited about. I did skip the Cherry 11s for now. I might go back and grab them. I wouldn't say I skipped the Lost and Founds, but I have not gotten a pair of Lost and Founds yet. I wasn't that diligent about getting a pair, but the Chicago 2s, I'm super excited about. I absolutely love that colorway in that model. Like, if I never had another 2 ever in life again, that's the one colorway of a 2 that I appreciate. Like, I absolutely love that colorway of the two. So super excited about that one. I do plan to grab it. So hey, I'm still in it. I'm still in the game with the J's. Don't do me like that. Next year there's a couple things coming down. You got the True Blue ones coming up, the highs, right? The Dunko Mars 5s, which I'm not a 5s fan, but they look a lot like Raging Bulls to me, which I don't have them. So I mean, that's something that they look a little attractive. I'm not hating. I don't like 5s though, so there's a good chance I'm not gonna get them. But I've looked at them. I gave them a second glance. You know what I mean? The Aqua 5s, right? They're not the original Aquas, but it's a cool colorway. Right, so it's a few things. Let's see, just to talk through a couple things in February. So those lucky green twos look clean. I feel like twos are about to definitely make a nice little comeback. I think there's going to be a lot more focus just based off of the trends we've been seeing. I feel like it's going to be a lot more focus on the twos. There were quite a few that came out this year, but I don't know. I think they put a lot more focus on them, and they looking nice. I believe those are Mama Neer 12s, the burgundy joints. I think those drop in January. So I mean, it's a few things. Them OG black and white ones. Come on now. It's a few things. Cool gray 6s, which I'm likely not gonna get. 5s and 6s are they're not my jam. Like I don't have an appreciation for those silhouettes, so you're less likely to see those from me. Of course, we got playoff 13s dropping. Like it's a few things out there, Of course, I grab Adidas here and there. I used to be Adidas heavy when I was younger, so I was Adidas heavy. Back when Missy was wearing Adidas heavy, I was wearing Adidas heavy. That was my influence. That was my influencer when it came to Adidas and being a hip hop head. I feel like Adidas were an essential piece of apparel for me to really represent the way I feel like made the most sense for me, right? I know we got white cement 3 Jordans. We got other pairs of 2s dropping. UNC to Chicago looks like. We got UNC 5, so plenty of J's, definitely. But yeah, anytime there's some sort of classic Adidas or Reebok or something that I feel like I absolutely have to have, I'm all for it. In terms of my Lebrons, am I buying less Lebrons? I don't really know. I don't approach the year having that type of focus, like, oh, I'm only gonna buy LeBrons. This just happened to be a year where I was able to pick up some things that were on the hit list this year, and it made sense for me, and so therefore there were a lot more LeBrons being bought. I'll be honest, not a whole lot of everything else was that exciting to me. I think I mentioned this in my comments when somebody asked me before. I just didn't find other brands or models that interesting. I put it that way. Not exciting enough to the point where, and maybe even like, there's been multiple things that came out this year that are on my hit list to get later on, like delayed. But in terms of like rushing out to get it for retail or on release day, release week, right? Not a whole lot. I felt like I absolutely needed to jump to. I probably should have did that with the Lost and Founds, but considering it, there were some technical difficulties with those, I may be good to just go and grab them later. I know the resale on them isn't terrible considering the colorway that they're emulating. So for some reason, I thought that would have been a much higher price at this point. Again, considering the colorway, the iconic Chicago colorway that truly they are they're emulating and supposedly being like a old Left Behind pair that somebody just stumbled upon. So, which I think is a cool concept, by the way. So, see, I can appreciate other stuff. Will the LeBrons get heavier? I'm probably gonna be more geared toward previous models of LeBrons. The 20 is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shoe. However, not a whole lot of great things with the Lakers is happening with while that shoe is current. So I might get a few colorways here and there, but it's not, unless the Lakers just go on like this crazy streak, and of course LeBron is a part of that crazy streak. That shoe, is to me at this moment, and I may eat these words later, but that shoe is not going to be an iconic shoe like all of his other shoes. LeBron, no matter love him or hate him, LeBron has been on a run, on a run for the last 19 years. He's in year 20, right? The last 19 years he's been on a run of consecutive years in the playoffs, consecutive years in the championship, consecutive years as an all-star, all-team, obviously multiple MVPs, so obviously, on his way to being the all-time scoring champion. But this particular season, it's up in the air in terms of how iconic and legendary this LeBron 20 shoe is, and that breaks my heart to say that, because I feel like Nike really revamped his signature with the LeBron 20. And say what you may about it being kind of a Kobe copy, a Kobe copy. But the shoe is fire, As somebody who didn't appreciate Nike Kobe's, I appreciate this particular pair of LeBrons. But again, when you think about the type of year this could end up being, especially now as I'm talking in real time, Anthony Davis has a foot injury and is about to miss a week. So I think everybody that has followed his career know at this point that this was coming at some point. He's the difference maker for whether or not the Lakers are going to be heavy contenders as we get down in the stretch of the season. So will I buy less LeBrons? It's not really a question I can answer. But just know I do buy other stuff, right? So expect to see other things as well as the LeBrons. Like, just know that the LeBrons is something that I appreciate. And, as long as you're following me, that means that you appreciate what I appreciate. And if there's passion behind it, right? That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it interesting. If I just give you guys a bunch of early looks of a shoe that I don't care about, because y'all know I can do that. If you've been following me long enough, I can get you early looks. I could do that. I did that before. I gave y'all a bunch of early looks of shoes some shoes I cared about, some shoes I didn't. But for the most part, it was literally just to give y'all early looks, right? Which is fine, which is cool if that, if I'm just doing it just for y'all. But when it comes to actually showing you some stuff that I actually care about, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I started my channel for, to kind of give you what I truly like, what I care about. A lot of y'all that follow me, y'all follow me because y'all like some of the similar things, right? Classic things. Even if it's not LeBron, you appreciate that it's classic, right? And yeah, that's just kind of that's my brand. That's what I do. So I'm looking forward to what 2023 has to bring. I hope you all have enjoyed some of my top pickups of 2022 series. I did do a few of those videos, so go back and look at those. Please hit that notification bell. With your girl trying to get back into a rhythm, I need y'all to know when I'm posting so that y'all can kind of run it up a little bit for me. Even if you don't watch all 8, 10, 15 minutes of the video, let that thing run a little bit. My algorithm has to get back in shape. You understand? And that's y'all that will help me get my algorithm back in shape. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. That gets my algorithm back in shape. I need to be back moving and shaking out here. Now, come on. Listen, I don't mind the grind. Okay, I don't mind the grind again. I've done it before, right? When I first started in 2016. And kind of building my way back or building my way up to a presence within the sneaker space. And now that I am what I consider something like a staple, maybe a small, considered a small staple to some, but nonetheless a pioneering staple. Come on, y'all help me out. Hit that like button, hit the bell, run up the watch time a little bit, and yeah, we're gonna get this thing cracking, man. 2023, we're about to do some things. Obviously, it's still a couple weeks left in the year. So hopefully I, be able to come back and bring you guys some more vids for the year. But again, I want to answer the question that has been asked. Do I still buy J's? Which is that person's way of saying, do I still buy other things besides Lebrons? And the answer is yes. All right. This has been another one for your girl Q the Queen. Make sure you come back on the next one, because the next one will be coming very soon once again. And until next time, baby. Royalty. Peace.
The queen is hyped up.